Couple things I wanted to highlight before we jump into why you guys are here today. LMT put out this survey recently, polling dental labs on what's important to them this year. And I found this really interesting. I'm not going to read all of them, but these are the top 10 challenges that labs said they're struggling with in 2023. So the first one is controlling costs. I think we can all understand that. The current economic conditions, finding qualified employees, maintaining profitability, training staff and technicians, right? And I was reading through this list and I'm like, gosh, artificial intelligence can help with a lot of these, almost all of them. Only two that I was like, well, it can't help with the economy necessarily. I mean, it can help with reducing costs in a bad economy, and it certainly can't really help you plan for retirement. So not going to cover that. But in general, like if we start at the top with controlling costs, I mean, with artificial intelligence, your cost per unit is less than traditional outsourcing fees, right? You're not paying a human to do something. And then when you control costs, you're able to maintain profitability. So that's a no-brainer. And then, if you have more time, right? Your technicians aren't busy designing all of these single unit crowns or multi-unit crowns. You actually have time to train your staff, and that becomes easier because they're not swamped and drowning in some of the more simple work. So I want you just to imagine, what could be different this year for you if your team didn't have to worry about designing any posterior crowns at all. Imagine what could be different if you had the time to grow your team's knowledge on more advanced cases like your all on X, or maybe launch a new indication like digital dentures or clear aligners. Imagine not being stressed during a peak season when someone calls out sick or if someone quits with no notice. I really want you to think big picture about how AI can be a part of your team this year so that you can have more time to work on the things that you love and that you're good at. So really take that into this webinar today and how AI can serve you, not just in design, but big picture and growing your business.